Ever felt that strange surge of guilt when a waiter brings you a free mint with the bill, or why you feel this sudden, irrational urge to buy a whole tub of expensive hummus just because you took a tiny sample on a toothpick at the grocery store? You aren't being too nice. You've just run into one of the oldest and most powerful pieces of hardware in the human brain. The second someone gives you something, an open tab is created in your mind, and it won't let you rest until you've paid it back. The logic behind this feeling isn't about etiquette, it's about evolution. This is known as the law of reciprocity. The reality is that anyone who understands this code can get you to say yes to almost anything simply by giving you something small first. Let's look at the software running your social interactions. Your brain evolved in an environment where cooperation was the difference between life and death. An individual who didn't return favors was seen as a burden on the tribe and risked being cast out, which was a death sentence. Therefore, your mind developed a state of psychological discomfort whenever you are in debt. This tension was designed to ensure every member of the tribe contributed. The problem is that in the modern world, marketers and negotiators exploit this mechanism to create a fake debt over things you never even wanted, just to get something much larger from you in return. In a classic 1971 study, psychologist Dennis Regan had an assistant bring a participant a free Coke during a break. Later, the assistant asked the participant to buy raffle tickets. The result? Those who received the Coke bought twice as many tickets as those who didn't. The cost of the tickets was significantly higher than the soda, but their brains were desperate to close that emotional debt at any price. Mastering this mechanism is the only way to protect your choices. First, identify the gift as a tactic. The moment someone gives you something for free, info, a sample, or a small favor, tell yourself, this isn't a gift, it's a prompt. Once your brain labels it as a strategy, the emotional tension drops and your ability to say no returns. Second, harness the first move. If you want to achieve something in sales, your career, or relationships, don't start with a request. Provide something of value without being asked. The other person's brain will do the rest of the work for you, searching for a way to repay the favor. Generosity is a power, but only when it comes from a place of free will. When you decode the reciprocity script, you stop being triggered by imaginary debts and start taking control of your decisions. Follow this channel to keep decoding the hidden scripts of your mind. Ever felt that strange surge of guilt when a waiter brings you a free mint with the bill, or why you feel this sudden, irrational urge to buy a whole tub of expensive hummus just because you took a tiny sample on a toothpick at the grocery store? You aren't being too nice. You've just run into one of the old